Hey there yappers, it's Bree, and if you're new, I should do art commentary and just art in general. So if that's what you like, you should stick around. I just hit 90,000 subscribers and reached my goal for last month, and holy cow. We literally went past the goal, and now we're over halfway to 100,000 subscribers, which is genuinely insane. And this was in a matter of days. Thank you all so much for the support. But before we get to today's video, however, I present the super thanks thank yous. Corey Dosa, Kazuna Endy, Ames4, Gobtopus, Rosemary Voozy Biggest Fan, Fightfix, Lawrence Interlude._1, and Official Gershon YT. As usual though, sorry if I pronounced any names wrong, and if you aren't here, you'll be in the next one. Anyway, in a lighter note differing to how my content has been lately, I have some really awesome news in regards to indie animation, and it centers around none other than the amazing digital circus made by Glitch Productions. You've probably heard of that show, and if you haven't, where have you been? I recommend watching it. It's on a playlist I made on my account, full of just indie projects, and who knows, maybe you'll find a new favorite series on there. But before I get into why the amazing digital circus didn't have a big impact on the indie animation industry, let's get on to how. What happened? I'm sure most of you already know since I'm about a week late to this due to another video I made coming in the way, since I saw that one would be more important to make. So I apologize for the delay, but perfect timing though, since the newest episode was just released. But if you haven't heard, if you've been on I think Reddit recently, apparently there were a lot of posts of the amazing digital circus being on Netflix, and people were like, what the heck? And most chalked it up to being a whole bunch of fake screenshots, which is understandable. I mean, don't believe everything you see online. Now, I personally haven't been on Reddit in a long while, so I haven't really seen any of this myself. But what I did see was a post from the Glitch Productions Twitter while I decided to scroll on Twitter for once. And I was shocked, genuinely. I immediately messaged Jesse Draws, another YouTuber, since we have a lot of discussions around indie animation since he's working on his own series, Rockville, that I'm helping do art for and voice acting for. So we have a lot of discussions around indie animation news, which led me to freaking out and contacting him first since it's genuinely such a big step for indie projects. And I'll just read out the tweet for you. Oh, and it was also a YouTube community post. Big news, guys. From October 4th, The Amazing Digital Circus is coming to Netflix with episodes 1 to 3 able to stream on both there and YouTube. And to be clear, we're still independently funding everything, we still get full control of the show, and the episodes will continue to always come out on YouTube first. Honestly, I feel this is a huge step for indie animation, and we couldn't have done it without you all. See you when episode 3 releases. And wow, I am blown away. And yes, it's still indie, being completely owned by them, and them still working independently, getting funded independently, and having their complete control over their show. Netflix can't do anything about the show, they're just being offered to have their works on streaming services. Though some of you may think, so what? What does this even mean for indie animation? The thing is though, Glitch Productions is right. This is a huge step in indie animation, in numerous factors. For one, the series being picked up was a huge inspiration for many indie creators, encouraging many to create their own works, and many feeling hopeful for their own projects. This can create a huge impact that can inspire many to create their own works, and sure, it's not new that independent creators get their works noticed, but with such a big following the series has gained, and how big it is in the indie animation sphere, this is huge. I've seen many show how excited they are for this, and how it creates a hope that their works can one day be noticed. It's an amazing positive that is great. I love the inspiration it's caused. Another positive surrounds around the fact that people worry that AI will take over all their jobs. This proves to me that people could still make it as artists. These are indie projects. Independent projects. A lot of indie animations consist of everyday artists. I saw many artists in fear under my AI videos and the videos of others stating how it ruined their plans to create their own shows or their own projects, some wanting to give up as artists. But this proves independent artists will still get recognized, especially in animation. I really believe artists will continue to strive, especially in the animation industry because of this. And hey, maybe you disagree and think I'm wrong, but there's no reason to not have hope. Like I've said before, people are consumers. If they like what they see, they'll buy it, they'll watch it, they'll want to view it. So I still think there's hope for artists. And I don't think that will change unless I'm proven otherwise. But there is some negative feedback from this that I will acknowledge, which is people are trying to twist this into them trying to turn the amazing digital circus into some cash cow, and how people are iffy on the collaboration with Netflix as they screw over a lot of creators. Which is so true. I'm still holding a grudge with Netflix over them canceling Inside Job. Why? I love that show. I love you, Reagan. But the thing is, again, they have full creative control and overall control of their show. And as Gooseworks themselves stated, they can pull out of this deal at any time. And Netflix is conforming to their rules. The absolute worst that will happen is it getting taken off of Netflix, but it will still stream on YouTube, which it really isn't that bad. They still will have the show on YouTube, and again, it will always come out there first. So it's not like Netflix will cancel the show. Not at all. Despite the many negative outlooks, I'm still excited for this in the future of indie animation. I think it will make it more respected, and many creators will have their times to shine as time goes on, and I think this is just the beginning. I love the positive impact that it has created, and I will say this so many times. There's also a lot of hate surrounding the fact that Murder Drones isn't on Netflix, but this is. And honestly, there's always been this weird rivalry mostly with the Murder Drones fandom, complaining about every single positive that comes out with the Amazing Digital Circus. Like, some said it was going to push it from being the main focus when it first released, and people were straight up harassing Glitch Productions on every Amazing Digital Circus post, and saying how it seemed like they cared more about that project when it really wasn't the case. Like, if you saw a post about the Amazing Digital Circus posted by Glitch Productions, chances are, most of the comments, especially the top comments, would just be about Murder Drones. And I get being frustrated that it got more popular, and that Murder Drones has less content, but take this as a win for Glitch Productions and indie animation, and not an attack on Murder Drones, as Glitch seems to care for all their shows. The Amazing Digital Circus having positives is not an attack on Murder Drones. And I think us trying to pin indie shows against each other is terrible for the progression of indie animation. Let indie animation strive so more can make their way up. Being upset is completely valid, but you cannot blame everything on the Amazing Digital Circus, and you can't just harass and hate on the creators just because they're under the same production team. Glitch Productions had no control over the popularity, and treating it as if it's Glitch's fault is wrong. Gooseworks even expresses wanting Netflix to pick up Murder Drones too. They care about the show as much as the fans do. And to me, it makes sense that this show specifically is going on Netflix. It will introduce more people to the series and Glitch Productions for those who don't know the YouTube channel. And since the Amazing Digital Circus is new and popular, which is out of Glitch Productions' control, it's obvious that they would want that to be the #1 option of what to put on there, thus bringing more recognition to all their other shows, which includes Murder Drones, which I see as a huge win for the studio. I understand every time Murder Drones has a win, the Amazing Digital Circus gets something even bigger. It's obvious that the show has a lot more content and love, but it's no reason to hate on the people producing the show or the fans of it. It sucks, I get it, but you need to think before you go about things. Anyway though, this is good. Expansion on their series is good, and I hope for the best for Gooseworks and Glitch Productions. This is genuinely amazing and I have high hopes for Glitch Productions. Also, who was going to tell me about the Amazing Digital Circus getting a manga? I did not know this, and I did not expect this to be how I found out. Because people kept bringing this up around this discussion, I was like, wait, backtrack, what are you talking about? Like, what? But anyway, now that the video is kind of concluded, if you are also wondering about the indie show that I'm helping voice act for and work on, I suggest you subscribe to and watch Jesse Draws' videos on the show, as he has all the information there, and he could probably answer your questions way better than I could. I mostly work on the promotion art and the thumbnail art, the character designs and the concepts. I've helped a little bit with writing and storyboards, and I mostly act like a proofreader, and I don't have any control about how the story goes or anything. I'm just kind of one of his second opinions. But anyway, if you're interested in something that I'm working on, go check there. I'll probably link him in the description. I have his channel linked on my page under my friends list and my mutuals list. I'm also going to try and pop into as many indie projects as I can, so who knows, maybe you'll find me in more projects. Also, remember to check out the playlist on my page. It's got some really cool and underrated projects, and that playlist will be updated as much as I can, so we can support indie animated shows and smaller creators. And don't be shy in recommending indie animations for me to add to the mix. I hope to expand the playlist and give as many indie creators the recognition they deserve. But that's it for today. Comment your opinions, try to be respectful when doing so, like if you liked the video, and subscribe so I can get to 100,000 subscribers. Gosh, it's even crazy for me to say out loud, my goodness. Here are today's scrumptious brush codes, and with that, remember to love your art, love others, and love yourselves. Bye!